Hey, I'm Liam Eagle. I'm the editor here at the WHIR. I'm here at HostingCon 2010, Austin, Texas. We're going to take a little trip around the exhibit hall, talk to some of the exhibitors, see what they think of the show, see what they're up to, and see if I can't win myself an iPad. Sure, tell me a bit about the GoMobi product.
Sure. GoMobi is a service that basically allows any business to produce a website in about 5 minutes.
Right.
It's designed for end users, for designer, developers, small business. So basically, it'll basically take any existing content that someone might have developed on their .com site or any top-level domain, and allow them to adapt that content. It's a content management platform for mobile. So it allows them to take existing content, such as their phone numbers, addresses, hours of operation, and the software will automatically pull that information and display it on any mobile device using our device detection technology.
I'm curious about where I can understand having a mobile formatted site being very valuable to a website where I go to HostingCon on my iPhone and it just opens the mobile formatted site from the GoMobi. The .mobi domain, to me, if you can automatically detect the device and automatically forward from the .com to a mobile formatted site, I mean, where's the real value in the domain? I don't think that's something that I understand fully, and I'd love to just sort of...
Sure.
I'm sure that's a question that you sort of get.
Yeah, of course, we do get that question. The .mobi domain, we have, first off, there's over 1 million .mobi domains in existence. The value of having a .mobi domain with your mobile site, it's not necessarily something that you have to advertise, but it can be used as a utility to tell search engines, hey, I am serious about mobile. I have developed a site that loads fast and works well and is designed for mobile experience on the go, for users on the go.
Right.
And so that a site that is an M dot or a slash dot mobile, it doesn't necessarily indicate that that's what they've done. They may have merely just transcoded that information and squeezed it down to work on a phone, but it may not really be appropriate for that experience.
it is valuable to have search engines aware that you've got a mobile site.
It is valuable to have that, but the important message is, when you're developing a mobile site, like in a GoMobi site included, you don't have to change your domain that you're using. You don't need to change your stationery. You don't need to change your advertising, what you're doing, because the software that we've developed allows the content to be displayed on any device. So,
do you think that there's anything out there right now that really addresses I'm a small hosting reseller and I'm assuming that at some point I'm going to need to have a product that has something to do with the cloud? And
well, actually, that's exactly the market we're trying to hit, because we felt that the MSPs were the last men out. They don't really have the expertise or the facilities to set up a cloud on their own, but they need cloud resources like everybody else. So how can we virtually present those resources to the MSPs so they can continue to build their business but get the cost effectiveness of the cloud?
Do you think you're going to walk away from HostingCon with people being like, yep, this is how I'm going to build my cloud?
We've actually had several really, really good conversations with people that say this is exactly the problem that they want to solve. Because right now, just doing colo, you're going to start feeling pressure from people making the jump to Amazon.
Right.
So how do they address that situation? They either have to grow their own solution, or they got to buy something from somebody else. And if they buy something from somebody else, what happens to my channel partnerships that I've already got?
We are authors of three different software products, right?
Okay.
So one is called Fluid VM, the other one is called Scale Infra, and the third one is called Cyclozo.
Okay.
And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to give 3 different products that cover 3 different areas in hosting, right? For example, right now we're seeing a trend where really large organizations are taking away a lot of business from traditional hosting companies, right? For example, there's Google App Engine, and then there's Amazon Web Services.
Sure.
Right? And then there is, you have companies like RightScale, who are into scalability and stuff, right? And then you have companies like Salesforce. What we are trying to do is we are trying to give products to hosting companies. We are making them technology enabled in such a way that they didn't lose business to the really large companies. So what we have done is we've done the really difficult part as far as technology is concerned. For example, Cyclozo is an implementation of Google App Engine, right? But it can also have other APIs in the future. So right now, As far as the cloud is concerned, there is only one API which is kind of stable, which is we believe it's Google App Engine's API. So we have implemented it right now. So you can take an application that's running on Google App Engine and you can put it on Cycloso. It will run without a single line of change.
And Cycloso is a platform that I, as a hosting company, would run?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a platform as a service product.
And so if I could have customers who would take things from App Engine and move them onto my service.
Absolutely, without a single line of change. In fact, you can develop applications using Google's SDK.
Okay.
And you can run them on Cycloso.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so the other two are sort of variations on that.
FluidVM is a infrastructure as a service product. Right? It lets you run services like Amazon AWS services, right? Okay. And then Scale Infra is a product that provides scalability, auto scalability on top of any virtualization platform. Right now we support FluidVM.
Okay. So this is software that's built for the hosting business.
That's right.